Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use the insert equation functions in Google Docs. So obviously I have my keyboard over here so that you can see what I'm doing, what keys I'm pressing, but most importantly, you'll want to be looking over here. So number one says, write the answer for 12 divided by 4 as a mathematical sentence. So first, we are going to click the insert button and then equation. Now, when you click that, this little toolbar up here pops up. So first, since the mathematical sentence, it starts with 12, we're going to just write the number 12 normally. And then you're going to click on this button. When you scroll over, it says miscellaneous operations, and then you'll see the divide symbol. Okay. After you hit the divide symbol, you're just going to type the number 4. And then the equal sign is right up here next to your space bar. And then 12 divided by 4 equals 3, so we can just hit the number 3. To get out of this, you can hit any one of your arrow keys. Awesome. So next, it says, what is 1/5 plus 2/5? Write your answer using a mathematical sentence. So we're going to need to use the insert equation function again. Since you already started using it, it's right here. But if you didn't, just as a reminder, if it's not there, just as a reminder, click insert equation. Okay, now you have the little blue box pops up that shows you that you're about to start typing in math. So since we have a fraction, we're going to go over to this one that says math operations. And then the first button is a fraction button. It says A over B. So we can type the number 1. And then the enter key right here takes you to the denominator, which is 5. Now, if you hit the enter key again, it takes you out of the fraction, but it's still leaving you inside the equation box so that you can hit the plus sign. The plus sign is in the same spot as the equal sign, but you just have to press the shift key here or here to make the plus sign pop up. Now we need a fraction again. So the numerator is 2, so I'm going to type a 2. The enter button brings you down to the denominator, which is 5. And then the enter key takes you out of the fraction, but it still leaves you in the equation function. So I could type the equal sign, and then the answer is a fraction. So I'm going to put in a fraction again. 3, hit the enter button, fix. Again, I can use the arrow keys to get out of the insert equation function, or I can also double click out. So for the next one, we need a mixed number because it's asking what is 1 plus 8, 1 and 1/8 plus 5/8. So I'm going to click the new equation button. Now, since I have a mixed number, I can just write the number 1. Since that's our whole number, it'll come up like big, like a whole number should look. And then I'm going to scroll over math operations and I'm going to click the fraction button to make the 1/8 right next to the number 1 since they go together as a mixed number. Then remember, hit the enter key to get out of that fraction. The plus sign is shift and then plus, which is right next to, this is my backspace key. Now I'm gonna do math operations again. Another fraction because I have to do 5. Enter key, denominator is 8. Hit the enter key again. The equal sign is right here on my keyboard, right here. I'm gonna hit the enter key, the equal sign. Now the answer is also going to be a mixed number. The answer is 1 and 6/8, so I can just type the number 1. And then for 6/8, I'm gonna have to put in a fraction again. 6, enter key, eighths. And then to get you out right here, These are the arrow keys. You can just hit an arrow key and that'll take you right out of the equation. Okay, and now write 5 to the second power using exponents. So a couple of people were struggling with this. So I'm going to click new equation. And then the exponent is in the math operations section. This is an exponent. An exponent is a base number, which is like the bigger number, which is this x. And then the exponent is the little b right above it. I'm going to click that. And then since 5 is my big number, I'm going to type in the number 5. And then just like usual, to move around within the equation, I'm going to hit the enter key. And then the second power means the exponent should be a 2 up there. And then I can click any arrow key to get out, or I can double click out. A number line we have to use Google Drawings for, so we're not going to need the new equation toolbar anymore, so I can close that out. But I am going to insert a drawing. And I'm going to click on the line segments. Notice how it gives you all of these options. I would probably use either an arrow or a straight line. Okay, so there's our main like base for the number line. I can change the weight to make it just look a little bit more broad so that I can see it more easily. Now I'm going to use these lines again to make the tick marks for the number line. And let's say we're going to count to 4. Our number line goes to 4. Or maybe it goes to 10. Let's say it goes to 10. And this is, so I'm putting in a text box to write the actual numbers. I'm going to make it really small. I'm going to put the 0 right next to the 0 tick mark. And I'm going to do another text box. I'm going to make it really small. And let's say if we were going from 0 to 10, then this would be a 2. And then 1 would be somewhere in there. To make it 10, I would need to make, Miss Quigley made a mistake. Miss Quigley needs to make this line longer and then add another tick mark to make it go up to 10. And then if it goes up to 10 and there's this many tick marks after 0, there's 5 tick marks. That means I would be counting by 2s. So I'm going to put a 4 there. I can click and drag it over to where it belongs. Keep going. This would be a 6. This would be 8. For some reason, Google likes to make the text boxes really big, so I like to make them smaller. Okay, and then uh-oh, made a mistake, so I could just click the undo button. So now I have a number line. It's not spaced super well because Miss Quigley made a mistake. Now I could just click save and close, and there's my number line. Now insert square, circle, and a triangle. This is probably, actually, and I can make my screen full. This is also going to be a Google Drawings thing, so you can click insert a drawing, new. And then there's this shapes button. So I know one of them was a circle, right? I could draw a circle. If I don't want it to have a fill, I just want it to be clear. I click this button and then click transparent. Or if I wanted it to be filled in with black, I can click black, but I don't. Save and close. There's my circle. If I want to be able to move it around, I need to click this wrap text button so that I can take it and I can put it wherever I want, because I'm going to want to put the square first because that's what the question asks me to put first. So I can do insert a drawing, shape, and I'll click on this rectangle key because I don't think I'm gonna try to use this ruler to make a perfect square. If I just go from like the 1 to the 2, or I could count how many little boxes are on each side and make sure it's like 5 and 5, which it kind of is. I don't have enough time to do all of that. I'm gonna make it transparent and I'm gonna save and close. I'm gonna hit the wrap text button so that I can move it wherever I want. And now I need a triangle. Insert drawing, shapes button, and there's a couple different types of triangles. There we go. Oh, and see, I can't move it yet because I didn't hit the wrap text button. So once I hit wrap text, then I can take it and put it wherever I want. So now I have all of the answers to this, and you could refer to this if you need to know how to use Google insert functions for math.